Hey YouTube, Time Itself here, and yes, this is what it looks like, Battlefield 4 on the 360. I bet a few of you are just a little surprised to see this. At first I hinted that I probably wouldn't get this game on the 360, and then suddenly the footage shows up, and you're like, oh, what's going on? So let's go ahead and talk about that. I certainly had some concerns after that beta, and so I waited until later in the morning to see how things were shaking out. I mean, things like getting to firefights with friendlies because the blue triangle doesn't show up, geometry flickering in and out, invisible players at the start of the game, iron sights not properly loading, and then all the crashing and freezing. Those were some serious concerns, and I'm happy to say that I didn't see a lot of other people complaining about a whole lot of other stuff, and I haven't experienced any of that stuff in particular yet. About 2 hours of gameplay in at this point. But that really does not answer the question, what am I doing playing Battlefield 4 on the 360? Well, I have to say that my team and I are kind of in agreement that none of us are super pumped to go ahead and buy a 7th Call of Duty game right away. Probably pick it up used at some point. I mean, it'll happen. Everybody assumes that. We like playing Call of Duty. I like playing Call of Duty. But after how many, 6 years now? I just don't feel a pressing need to get the new Call of Duty game as soon as possible. Yeah, there's the YouTube thing, but you know what? We'll work something out. It'll be okay. And now my friends are even less interested in getting Battlefield 4 for a variety of reasons. I completely understand. But either way I go, in terms of picking up a new game to get some stuff for YouTube and just to have some fun myself, I'm left in a position where I'm going to be lone wolfing quite a bit. Now, I know it's not the popular consensus is what makes the most sense, but I would much rather run solo in Battlefield than Call of Duty. I really only played Call of Duty solo much in COD 4, World at War, and the first Black Ops game. Other than that, I spend most of my time with my team, and so that really develops certain expectations of how things should play out. And so when I'm playing Call of Duty without my team, especially in some of the more recent ones, it drives me absolutely nuts, and I can't do it. At least not for long. It's not like I won't be in good company. In the US, on the 360, there were 412,000 pre-orders. On the PS3, another 220,000, just in the US. Thanks VGCharts.com. And even if there's significantly less game, lower quality graphics, lower player counts, smaller maps on current-gen consoles, if it's still good on current-gen consoles, well, it's still a good game and people are going to be playing it. And maybe I can provide a perspective that some of those players will be looking for. If life gives you lemons, make lemonade. As to why I don't just make the jump to PC, first reason is technical. I tried things out in the beta, new graphics drivers, turned the settings all the way down, still only managed 20 frames per second. My computer is between the minimum and recommended spec, and they've probably fixed things now, but I just don't want to chance it. The other reason is I'm a complete klutz with keyboard and mouse in first-person shooters. It's not something I have any practice with, and it would probably take me 2 or 3 weeks just to get halfway decent with it. And if I'm making videos and want to be pumping stuff out early, well, that's a critical time, and messing with learning PC FPS is not something I need to be doing at that point. The other reason is I probably have issues recording. I'm so used to recording with my console, it works great, I'm used to everything's perfect. And then having to figure out how to do it for PC would just be another thing to learn, and slow me down some more. I have to say, I am really enjoying Rush. I missed it in the beta, and I am having a blast with it now in the full game. I'm also really happy with the changes they made to the Recon class. I was kind of curious how that would play out, especially in Rush, but having C4, being able to run around and take out a tank, that's a great bit of fun. But sniping in general, I didn't really think that the zeroing your sniper rifle to different ranges would matter that much, but just there's something about how the map set up some nice, about 200 meter long sniper lines that, okay, sometimes you just get hordes of snipers and it's a little obnoxious, but it's also really fun to zero your sniper rifle at the right distance and then line up a headshot. Unfortunately, there seem to be some bugs. You're going to watch me try to figure out what's going on here. And it's like the reload bugs. Because as you may remember in the console betas, when you reloaded, whatever ammo was left in the magazine got discarded. It went away. But not only that, maybe it's something with their tiered reload system, but ammo just disappears with no reason. And I'm not talking about what you throw away and is in your current magazine. I really liked how DICE kept track of the round in the chamber in Battlefield 3. It was a really nice addition to authenticity, But here in 4, it's like the opposite direction. It just bullet disappears every time you reload for no reason. You're going to see me go from 0 in the gun and 44 in my mag pool to 10 in the gun and 33 in my mag pool. Where did the extra round go? I don't know. And what this translates to is shotguns, instead of having like 42 rounds to start, instead you actually have like 12. And so okay, you can completely deal with these problems, but the fact that they're in the game, and especially that this thing is turned on by default, make me think there's other stuff going on that just is even crazier. You'll see at the end of this game, I get a little note in the top right, new record, 16 headshots in one game. Well, I went 21-7. How did I get 16 headshots? What the hell is going on, DICE? I certainly didn't get the ribbons for 16 headshots. I think there's going to be a whole lot more of this stuff, and it really concerns me. But it's this kind of love-hate relationship with Battlefield that I have that is what pushed me to go for Battlefield and not COD. I think it's going to translate into a lot of decent videos, whereas COD, it's love and apathy, I guess. I really enjoy COD, but when it just does something stupid, it's just like, whatever, Call of Duty, you're just being silly, COD, whatever. And Battlefield, it's like, DICE, what on earth? How does this happen? It drives me nuts, but I think it's going to make for some good videos. And yeah, I'm playing Battlefield to have fun, enjoy myself, and make some videos. Normally, I get ideas and I'm like, yeah, I don't really think I feel like doing that, and, well, this time I'm going to push myself to go ahead and push those projects further to either decide, no, it's a bad idea, it would take too much time, it doesn't make, I come up with a better reason to not do an idea I have, then, I don't feel like it right now. That's how I'm going to approach Battlefield 4. And finally, there is something of a yearly cycle that I figured out that I'm best off working in when it comes to gaming videos. About the end of July, and especially August, September, and October, I move into very general, broad topics that I think are going to have some lasting appeal, and then when new games happen, it's suddenly very focused on the new game and what's different about it, and then slowly move back to the general topics. You probably noticed this if you've been around here for, well, more than a year at this point. And so, when I start to cover new games, it's going to be some very particular stuff to those new games. I'm not big on the whole exactly tips and tricks thing, but I will move into more things specific to a particular game. Now that said, I'm also not really jumping at the idea of doing weapon reviews for Battlefield 4. A lot of those weapons are just so similar, it's not really that interesting, unless you want to bring the history in, and maybe in that case, but that's not really my thing. I mean, I can think of some directions I'd go with it, but hey, I just got to come up with ideas, and I can do that, and we'll get out some good videos. I imagine quite a few of you are looking forward to more Team Juggernaut in Call of Duty Ghosts, and while I'm looking forward to running around as a Juggernaut in there eventually, unfortunately, in terms of editing the video together without theater mode, it just cannot happen properly, so I'm not going to try and get your hopes up at all there. So that's what's going on with the channel. That's why you're seeing Battlefield 4 right now. Yes, eventually I plan to have some Ghosts up, but probably not right after release. Hope you guys enjoyed this short video, a little update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.